If you've been pushing so hard, you can feel it in your jaw, this episode is for you. Because forcing it isn't discipline. It's often a worthiness wound in a productivity costume. Welcome back to Unapologetically Empowered. I'm Jennifer Damascus. This month, we're talking about what happens when things don't work out the way you expected, because that's where your patterns show up. Not your best self, your default self. And last episode, we talked about frustration and the law of lid. Basically, your capacity to stay in authority under stress. So today we're talking about a different moment. It's the moment you realize you're forcing it. And we're going to match it to a Maxwell leadership law that sounds simple until you try to live it. It's the law of process. See, Maxwell teaches that leadership develops daily, not in a day. So my translation for high-performing women is this: results respond to process leadership, not panic leadership. So let's name what's usually underneath forcing. It's the worthiness wound. It's the part of you that learned, I have to earn rest. I have to earn results. I have to earn being proud of myself. And in everyday terms, it sounds like if I stop, I'm being lazy. If I pause, I'm falling behind. If it's not working, I just need more discipline. If I'm not producing, I'm not valuable. If I don't push through, I'm weak. So instead of leading the process, you try to dominate the outcome. And your body always tells on you. So for me, forcing has a signature. It's my jaw locking up. It's lots of sighing, tight shoulders, tunnel vision, that dramatic, irritated energy where everything feels personal. And yes, I said dramatic because I can be dramatic, especially when I'm trying to control something that isn't cooperating. So I have this pet project that is so close to my heart. I'm writing a fictional book. And I've been an avid reader since I was a little girl. Books were my world. And writing one has been one of those dreams that's been quietly living in me forever. And recently, I was lovingly called out like, Jennifer, you need to write your book already. And I had to be honest, I'm just starting out. I'm not a seasoned author. I'm still learning as I go. But I need to do it anyways. So I'm writing. And I hit this scene that just would not land. And in book terms, it means the scene was total shit. And what did I do? I rewrote it. And rewrote it. And rewrote it. Same scene. Same energy. Same outcome. And at some point I'm like, wait, this is literally the definition of insanity. And I could feel my body shifting into stress mode. My jaw was locked. I'm sighing like I'm auditioning for a soap opera. I'm getting irritated at fictional characters' conversations, like they're real people disrespecting me. And then I had a facepalm moment because I had this flash of being a mom like, oh my God, I've turned into my daughter when she was a teenager. All the parents out there know, you know what teenage angst where everything is a telenovela. I mean, one text message is a full emotional event. Oh my goodness, that was me over a made-up conversation in a book I'm writing for fun. And I realized I don't need more discipline right now. I need to just people and water myself. I need to go eat something. I need to walk. I need to literally do anything except fight with this scene. So I walked away from it for a day. And I grounded back and I worked on something else. And I just let the story marinate. And when I came back the next day, I scrapped the whole chapter. And I realized why I was fighting it so hard the day before. Because I wasn't following my own plot line. The scene wasn't hard, it was wrong. So here's the moment I want you to notice. I couldn't see the real problem while I was in stress mode. Stress makes you repetitive, rigid, tunnel visioned. It makes you try the same lever harder instead of trying a different lever. That's what forcing looks like. It's repeating the same move, calling it discipline, while your body is screaming for a different strategy. So this is where Maxwell's law of process matters so much, because process leadership isn't dramatic. It's not push until you break. It's daily reps, small adjustments, and the willingness to pause long enough to see what's true. And sometimes the most powerful process move is a pause, not avoidance, a strategic pause. It's a pause that lets your nervous system come down enough for your brain to actually work. So if you're listening and you're like, okay, cool story about the book, but what does this have to do with me? Here's what forcing looks like in everyday leadership. It's you keep trying to fix a relationship conversation that needs space. You keep rewriting an email instead of naming the boundary. You keep launching the same offer the same way and calling it consistency. You keep pushing your team when the real issue is clarity, not effort. You keep working past the point of diminishing returns because slowing down feels unsafe. You keep trying to make a strategy work that your body is already rejecting. And that's not a discipline problem. That is a state of being problem. And it's also a leadership opportunity because the process always tells the truth if you're regulated enough to listen. So the worthiness wound doesn't just make you work hard, it makes you feel like you have to suffer to deserve the result. It makes you believe ease is suspicious, rest is earned, not required. Pausing means you'll lose momentum. Slowing down means you'll fall behind. So you keep pushing, even when your body is clearly saying, this isn't the move. And the cost is usually resentment, burnout, sloppy decisions, disconnection in relationships, and a quiet self-betrayal where you stop trusting your own signals. So here is the 3-step protocol for the week. Save it, use it mid-moment. The first step is identify the insanity loop. Ask, am I rewriting the same scene? Meaning, are you repeating the same approach and getting the same result? If yes, you're not in process leadership. You're in panic leadership. The second step is interrupt with a nourishing pause. Again, not avoidance. A pause is not quitting. A pause is a strategy. So do one thing that changes your state of being. Get water, go eat something, take a walk, get some sunlight, 10 slow breaths, go take a shower, switch tasks for 30 minutes. Your job at that point is to get out of the tunnel vision. And then the third step is you return with a process question. Not, how do I force this to work? But something like, what's the smallest adjustment that honors the process? Some examples sound like, what's the next right sentence? What's the real problem I'm not naming? What if the chapter needs to be scrapped? What if the offer needs a different promise? What if the conversation needs a boundary, not more explaining? So if you've been forcing something lately, I want you to hear this clearly. You do not need to prove your worth by suffering. You can lead the process without punishing yourself. This week, catch the loop. Pause on purpose. Return with a better question. Next week, we're talking about disappointment, when it doesn't work out and your brain makes it mean something about you. We'll match that to the wound underneath it and the Maxwell law that helps you use it as a mirror without self-destruction. Thank you for taking this time to be with me. I'll see you next time on Unapologetically in Power.